Hi, welcome to Numina, the only place that's reverse engineered the College Board. We're going to show you how to solve these problems very quickly, with mathematical precision, and with 100% confidence. That means you no longer have to rely on the answer key, but purely on the power of knowledge. The mind is a powerful tool, and we're going to show you how to use it. Here's how it's done. Okay, before we get started, how about you try to solve this one on your own? I'll read the question and I'll give you a chance to solve it. When the Berlin Wall, long a symbol of the Cold War, began to be torn down in 1989, 5 million people went to Berlin to celebrate that. Okay, go. Are you done? If not, it's okay. This is how we would solve it. Are you ready? Watch carefully. Error in A, error in B, I see an error in D, and error in E. Answer should be C. Pretty fast, right? But not just fast, fast and accurate. What happened there? Well, let's look at the grammar. Alright, now let's look at the grammar concepts involved in this problem. To help you guys out, we've listed them in the top right hand corner. Pronoun, idiom, and verb forms. Now let's look at the question. When the Berlin Wall, long a symbol of the Cold War, began to be torn down in 1989, 5 million people went to Berlin to celebrate that. Okay, before we even look at the answer choices, I want you to look at this note. It's an idiom note. Remember from our previous problem, we had what we called a special verb. Well, we have another special verb in this problem. Went or go. Go to plus X plus infinitive provides us a purpose or a goal. Why we went somewhere. Or we can have go to plus X plus present participle. And that'll let us know about the method of travel or a concurrent action. So let's keep this note in mind as we look at our different choices. Let's look at A. 5 million people went to Berlin to celebrate. Great. It looks like we meet the requirement for the first of our idiom notes. Go to plus X plus infinitive. So we have a purpose or a goal to celebrate. However, we have an error in A. We have the demonstrative pronoun that. As we've mentioned in previous lessons, after a demonstrative pronoun, we should list a noun because demonstrative pronouns can take on, they're powerful and they can take on clauses or nouns, but must meet the requirement of the noun to follow the demonstrative pronoun. We don't have it here. The noun is absent, so we really don't know what that was referring to. So we can simply say we have pronoun ambiguity error. What about the next choice? What about B? For its celebration? What is its? We have no idea. Scanning through the question, I can't find a noun where its was referring to. So again, we may have a pronoun antecedent error. Do you see anything else wrong here, Anthony?
Sure. Now, some of you may be asking, well, isn't it obvious that its celebration is clearly referring to the fact that the Berlin Wall was torn down? Yes, that's what it should replace. But look at what it's trying to replace. It is a personal pronoun. And notice the word pronoun. It's a pronoun. It's not a proverb or a proverb form. What it's trying to replace is a verb form to be torn down. That's an infinitive. It doesn't have the power to replace verb forms. It's a pronoun. So B is actually an antecedent pronoun. A personal pronoun must always replace a noun in the sentence.
Okay, I get it. A pronoun must refer back to a noun. Okay, easy enough. Well, what about C? Let's see. 5 million people went to Berlin to celebrate. Looks great. But we still have a couple more choices. So let's hold on to C for now, and let's move on to D. 5 million people went to Berlin in celebration of that. We have another demonstrative pronoun, but there's no noun that follows it. So, what error do we have? The same error as we had in A. It's a pronoun ambiguity error. It leaves us now with E, in celebrating. 5 million people went to Berlin in celebrating. Well, what's wrong here? As you can see by our notes, we've identified celebrating as being in the incorrect form. Well, Anthony, what's wrong with celebrating here?
In fact, celebrating is functioning as a gerund, the object of the preposition in. But we could do better than use a gerund here. We could use the actual noun form, celebration. That would fit much better in the sentence. However, the College Board threw in the gerund celebrating, just trying to throw you off. But clearly, in celebration would be better than celebrating. Don't you agree?
Yeah, now that I look at it, I do agree. I think celebration is much better than celebrating. But we have even a better choice beyond those two, which is C, to celebrate. So if you want to learn more about the differences between nouns and different verb forms, you should refer to our other videos where we go to in much detail the differences and importance of verb forms. So for now, we can be happy that we found our correct answer in C, to celebrate. When the Berlin Wall, long a symbol of the Cold War, began to be torn down in 1989, 5 million people went to Berlin to celebrate. Looks good. Now let's try this one more time and see if you can keep up with us. Alright, it's that time again. You've already been exposed to the grammar that's involved in this question, so let's see if you can answer this question any better than you did the first time. Are you ready? I'll read the question, and then we'll go through all the choices and see if you can find the answer and remember the grammar concept associated with all the wrong answers. Here we go. When the Berlin Wall, long a symbol of the Cold War, began to be torn down in 1989, 5 million people went to Berlin to celebrate that. Are you ready? Get set, go. How'd you do? Did you get C? Were you able to keep up with us? If not, keep trying and study the material again. Until next time, Numina, empowering minds.